and really pushes it to the forefront in a way where even young readers can understand good and evil are not that simple. And I also bet this is probably the first time for many young fantasy readers where they're going to come across not a protagonist who's deliberately kind of hollow so they can project themselves into them quite heavily, but instead is very flawed. I mean, the main antagonist for Ged here is a result of his own doing. Once he is learning his magics, he gets in a duel he shouldn't be in and uses a spell he shouldn't use. And it's not like, oh, in that situation he had to. No, the guy just makes a bad call and does a stupid thing. And there are harsh ramifications for his actions. Le Guin isn't backing down from challenging the reader to say, hey, what the main protagonist did here was wrong. Innocent people got hurt. And making this theme actually land is there's no underhanded, but they were actually right or justified, and it was petty schoolyard crap, and they made a horrible decision. No ifs, ands, or buts. And you as the reader then watch Ged grow from this mistake. And that's really the journey Wizard of Earthsea as a whole is going on. Someone tackling the literal demon from a mistake they made at a crucial moment in their life that had really hard ramifications for the people around them. And again, I think the breakneck pace of this book and just how much time and how many beats are covered narratively with such a small page count really help justify it and makes the overall structure and tone of the story almost feeling like a fairy tale rather than a fantasy book put out in the 60s. Like, it's borderline Brothers Grimm is what I'm trying to say in terms of like how it goes down the tongue or eyes. And even when narratively it seems like something is set up to have a rather cliche fantasy battle ending with dragons, instead Le Guin has that like massively subverted, and instead there's just an agreement reached, and then Ged continues on his self-development journey realizing that he's not in the right position to be able to handle the tasks that are expected of him. That's the actual message. It's like, oh, work on yourself before you take on tasks that are going to result in people depending on you, so that way you can be fully present and capable when problems arise.